Hello, travelers. I'm Chris. Welcome to Lorespire. Let me know if this sound is too loud. I can always turn it down a bit. Yeah, so tonight we're just going to go ahead and brainstorm some Baldur's Gate 3 characters. Alright, after last night's debacle, and I'm once again tired as all hell. I was like, I don't feel like dealing with that again. But I've been listening to Baldur's Gate 3 podcasts and videos all day long, and I've been thinking about it all day long. So I figured, what the hell, we'll do what the entire rest of the gaming world is doing right now, and we'll just have some fun with Baldur's Gate 3 tonight. So I'm going to brainstorm some ideas, and yeah. Anybody who wants to share any ideas that they have, maybe we'll kind of sketch them out on the character creator here. And I do have Google Docs open so that I can record any cool, interesting ideas we have. And if we have something that's really cool or interesting, maybe I'll make a build video out of it or something. But yeah, just kind of keeping it light and fun, chilling, you know, maybe sipping a little something, and just freaking relaxing after what was a hell of a hard and hot day. And, you know, having some fun with Baldur's Gate 3. So let's get to the character creator, shall we? Hey, what is up, Kristen and Nathan? I can fix the tiny bit high music, I think. Yeah, so one thing that is annoying about the opening cutscene, like, it's really badass. This is potentially the most awesome opening cutscene to, like, any game. I mean, there's probably a better one out there somewhere, but it's freaking awesome, amazing, great. That's cool. But you know what? I've seen it 36 fucking times. Give me the ability to hit spacebar or enter or something and skip it, right? Oh my god, I can't even imagine. That is freaky. But this right here is downright horrifying. What they do right here, horrifying. Oh wow, you can hit escape.
Who are you?
Well, thank you, Oracle's Birth. Welcome to the show. And you're entering with a big old bang. I mean, usually you hit escape or enter to skip cutscenes, and that's all I'd tried. I hadn't even thought of, well, excuse me, spacebar enter. I hadn't even really thought of escape. So thank you. You're awesome. I did not have to watch it for a 37th time, at least not in its entirety. Oh, really, Nathan? You thought so? So the plan was just to let me sit here and suffer? You weren't gonna let me know? Tisk, tisk. Anyways, let me drop down this volume just a wee bit, since I hear that it's a little bit high. Let me know if that's better. So Nathan, your very first character is going to be a Wood Elf Rogue? Really? Alright. Why a Wood Elf Rogue? Come on, amaze me. Because that seems way too basic for you. Wood Elf Class Rogue. Do you have any subclasses or anything picked out? I mean, I guess we can't really choose them here. They not have any. They don't have any subclasses in the. Ah, there we go. Okay, Paladin has a subclass at least, and so does Cleric. Okay, so there are some subclasses here, it looks like. Gotcha, gotcha. Anyways, alright, Wood Elf Rogue. And do you have a backstory for this Wood Elf Rogue? You know, do you have any origin chosen? Acolyte, charlatan, criminal, so on and so forth. Hey, what's up, Not a Lefty? I figured a good old brainstorming session would attract you. Yeah. Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me 47 times, shame on you, Not a Lefty. Yeah, that was... I swear, if I didn't enjoy arguing with you so much, I'd ban your ass just for that one thing that one time. Which was like the first thing, the very first time. Extra proficiencies. Okay, sorry. So... yeah, so these are... not sure what you mean by extra proficiencies. Murder hobos don't need backstory. Really? Alright, yeah, murder hobos are pretty damn fun. That was the very first thing I ever did in the Baldur's Gate 3 early access. I didn't intend for it to be a murder hobo thing. It just kind of naturally turned into one. And if you go back and watch our streams, you can see that that is absolutely true. Yeah, Stooge McDuck, that would certainly be helpful. I mean, really, the rogue is the class that interests me the most, and it's definitely the least. And it's definitely the one that I've paid the least attention to. I know that, you know, some classes would have their subclasses reached through story events or gaining a certain level or, you know, whatever like that. Rogue does not seem like it should fit into that, but I guess it does. And yeah, having that stuff a little more clear during character creation would definitely be awesome. I feel like Dark Urge could kind of fit anything. Maybe not Paladin a whole lot, although it could be fun trying to make it fit. Ah, okay. Origin Outlander. There we go. We're getting a little more info here. Outlander origin. Wood Elf. I didn't ask you male or female. I'm gonna guess you're gonna go male. Appearance. I'm not going to get that tediously into this. By the way, anybody else who wants to share or think of something, come up with something, whatever, you know, we're going to record these, and if there's any of them that I really like, we might include them in some type of video or playthrough or something at some point in the future, possibly. Ooh, one extra bonus action is pretty damn tasty. Yeah, I guess Dark Urge Druid sounds a bit off, too. I don't think it's quite as far off as Paladin, but yeah, it might be like the next most far off. I could definitely see that. I would say it's super at home though with like you know, Warlock, Sorcerer, Fighter, definitely Barbarian. Clerk. Excuse me, not clerk. Cleric. Yeah. Really? All right. Sorry. I gotta share that. That's freaking hilarious. Oracle's Birth. A cocaine bear, dark urge. That movie was pretty funny. Anyways, yeah, I guess cocaine bear, dark urge does kind of fit a little bit. Not something I personally would play, but I think it'd be a hoot and a half if you did. Oh, maybe Baldur's Gate 3 won't be for you then, not a lefty. I really feel like Baldur's Gate 3 is going to be a game that's more for the RPers out there than it is for the combat mechanic gurus. You know, Wrath of the Righteous was really more about, you know, people who valued combat mechanics and manipulating those above all else. I feel like this game's going to be much more about, you know, just role-playing and storytelling. Much more about that than it is the actual mechanics and mastering and manipulating them. Or mastering, yeah. Yeah, that's very true. You definitely can justify any combo of class and alignment. For the Dark Urge, which is one thing that's pretty cool for it, I think there are some that naturally fit better than others. But great thing about it, you can definitely come up with a backstory that fits, you know, just about anything. Actually, was thinking about it, it's like everybody right now is doing these Baldur's Gate 3 videos for like class overviews and race overviews and, you know, whatever like that. It's like everybody's doing that stuff, and I had the idea to go back to what this channel was originally created for and what our very first videos were about. Only, of course, not for Baldur's Gate 3. It was for Wrath of the Righteous, but it's like, you know, maybe I should just go back and do that. Nobody is creating in-depth backstory videos for Baldur's Gate 3 that I've seen. And everybody's doing all this other stuff, so maybe, I don't know. Maybe I'll just try that again. And then it's like, okay, I'll brainstorm tonight. And it's like, well, if I'm going to brainstorm on my stream night, why not brainstorm with all you awesome people? And, you know, here we are. Nice. I like the idea of Assassin Gloom Ranger. I also like the idea of Assassin Shadow Monk. I don't know, the Ranger sounded really interesting, actually, whenever I was listening to videos about it today. I'd not really looked too much into it, but it did sound interesting. Not as interesting as, you know, my favorite classes that we'll definitely be playing first. But anyways, you'd probably dump Constitution and Charisma. Okay, yeah, let's go over here to abilities. So you're going to dump some Constitution. I don't know how far you want to dump it, but yeah. We'll dump it down there all the freaking way, I guess. And then you want to... Oh, you're going to dump Charisma also. Okay, sorry. Charisma and Constitution. And then you're going to max Wisdom and Dexterity and put a little into Strength and Intelligence. Oh, wrong button. Alright, max Dexterity. Max Wisdom. There a reason for Wisdom? You just feel like the Wisdom saves are more important? Or does Wisdom help a rogue in some way that I've not realized because I've not really paid much attention to the rogue? All right, so you're talking about something like that, I think, Nathan. 12 strength, 17 dex, 8 constitution, 13 intelligence, 16 wisdom, 8 charisma. I personally hate dumping constitution. I mean, I get why it worked on, like, unfair difficulty and, like, say, Kingmaker or Wrath of the Righteous or something like that, but I don't like doing it. But, all right. I'm going to just kind of print that out right there. Alt print screen. Give me 1 second here. Sure, get those stats saved. That's probably the most important part of it. There we go. Okay, there we go. I'd also like to ask everybody who's not already done so, please like the stream, subscribe to the channel. You know, that kind of stuff really, really helps us out. Free for you to do. Definitely appreciate it if you can do that. Link is in the description if you want to join us on Discord or, you know, anywhere else, any other social medias. All right, sorry about that. Just making sure that I did get that saved and saved correctly. Anybody else have one they want to throw out there? Hey, oh my God, it's Icarus. I can't believe Icarus is still alive, but I'm very glad that you are my friend. Welcome. How have you been? It's a good point, not a lefty, you know. Missing several times in a row with slow-paced combat can be kind of frustrating. I don't know. I never had any moments in combat where I was frustrated. Granted, there will be higher difficulty levels and the release game will be different, but I've never felt frustrated in combat in the, I don't know. I'd have to go look, but 180, 190 or so hours that we've put into this Baldur's Gate early access over the past 2 years. Anyways, all right, so cool. Stats look good. The aesthetics are terrible, but I'm sure Nathan will fix that on his playthrough. I actually like the Outlander origin. I think it's one of the cooler sounding ones, more interesting ones. Not that the backstory for Origin really matters much. I fully intend to just use the background for whatever features it gives me and how that helps the build that I'm going to make, and then have my own backstory that just, you know, takes the place of this background here, because they're very incredibly bare bones anyways, so. Oh, good point. See, Nathan says that he might also take a few wisdom-based professions, like animal handling, to make a wildland wood elf. Makes sense. Where's an animal handling at? Can we... So let's say you did not want to be deceptive. Oh. Never mind. It looks like we... That doesn't seem right. Alright, well, you get those by default, and I guess as a rogue, you just do not have access to animal handling. So yeah, you might have to rethink that one or dual class there. I kind of agree with you there, Stooge McDuck. Bard Paladin is an interesting dual class. Personally, Bards are just strong. Like, I played one in early access and it was just strong. I like the Bard. And I'm sure mixing it with the Paladin would definitely be powerful. Oh yeah, and the Sword Bard. That one actually sounded really interesting. I don't think it's something we can actually do in early access, or at least we couldn't at the time that I played the Bard. But yeah, the Sword Bard definitely sounded like the most interesting of all the Bards. Hey, what is up, Lord Bovin? How are you doing? How are you doing, my friend? Yeah, I don't think you can get it as a Wood Elf Rogue. Like, I'm sure if we went Ranger, I bet then we could get it. Yeah. As a Ranger, you can get it. And I'm sure as a Druid, I don't know about anything else. Apparently you can't get it from any race, I guess, because surely Wood Elf would have it if any race did. Here you go, you could be a folk hero, then you get animal handling proficiency, so maybe you should be a folk hero instead, Nathan. Dragonborn, who's a reincarnation of Smaug from The Hobbit. I guess that's cool. That's cool. I could be down with that, you know? Does kind of burst my bubble a little bit that other people are already putting out backstory playthroughs, though. Kind of hoping I might be a first mover there, but oh well. Hey, yeah, good point, Baldrin. I did find it. Probably the chat's lagging a little bit behind, but yes, you can get animal handling from your background there. And Lord Bovin says the Warlock is the coolest. I don't know if I agree with that. The Warlock is freaking awesome. Do you have any Warlock build for us, Lord Bovin? Maybe we can whip it up here real quick and just see what it might look like or entail. But I do agree that the Warlock is freaking awesome. See, we have the Fiend, the Great Old One. I think we're missing one here. Yeah, I think there's supposed to be one for Fae. I'm not sure if you unlock that at a later level, or if it's just something that's going to be out in the final release. I would guess it's something that's out with the final release. But yeah, I don't know. To me, the Great Old One is kind of cooler, especially since Warlocks. What's freaking awesome here, Warlocks are supposed to be able to converse with their patrons and interact with their patrons. So your patron, the Great Old One, or, you know, an Archdevil, Fiend, whatever, or, you know, an Archfey, whoever your patron is, like, they actually, I don't know how big of a part they take in your story. Maybe not a very big one. Hopefully it is a decently large role that they take in your story. But anyways, I think that's definitely one of the coolest parts about playing a Warlock. is that you get like an extra character, your patron, that at least in some way becomes some part of the story. Hey, Ashley, what is up? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing, Jamie? Thanks for joining us, asking if I'm considering multi-classing. I will definitely have a multi-class playthrough, but I don't think my first one will be. My first playthrough, I'm leaning pretty heavily towards Wild Magic Sorcerer. I love sorcerers, and Wild Magic is so much fun. Yeah, I'm leaning pretty heavy towards Wild Magic Sorcerer. There's also a small chance for a Warlock, and it would probably be a Great Old One Warlock. But it'll almost certainly be one of those two. And probably this one. Yeah, Chris, don't worry. I think it's going to take about 1 day. Maybe 2 or 3, maybe. And there'll be a Hexblade mod out, for sure. Because that's definitely the most requested, class or subclass that I've heard for that's not actually included in the game. Yeah, I think that Warlocks actually seem really cool. And if I played a Warlock, it would probably be some type of melee hybrid. Because that's definitely a possibility. Not sure which subclass would actually be the best for that. But I think with a Warlock, it's less about what subclass you take for what you're trying to do. If you're trying to, full cast or melee or whatever. I think it's more about the pacts that you make later on. Where you can bind yourself like to a weapon, or get your own pet, or think it's actually familiar, or you can get your own separate like Book of Shadows spell casting book. Anyways, I think that really Warlock, at least what you do as a Warlock, is going to be more linked to that than it is here. I think these are mostly just going to, maybe control what spells that you get, and that's maybe it. I don't actually know. I'm kind of speculating here, but that's, at least from what I've heard and what I see here, that's what I think. Lord of Bovin only played the Warlock in Solasta. Okay, well that's cool. I thought you might have had early access. Maybe you had a build already. If you don't have a build, that's actually probably better, because it'll be a lot more fun to come up with a build as you're playing through the game. Especially since they made respec a thing. Oh, nice. I like that idea, Icarus. Warlock plus Bard for more short rests. Again, anybody who wants me to build out anything, just let me know. And we can just kind of go through it here, select what you might want or not want, like we were doing with Nathan earlier. I know it's kind of a lazy thing, but I had a hell of a hard day at work, and I just wanted to do something kind of fun and chat and chill. And, yeah, so that's why we're doing this. Hey, Ashley, yeah, I hear you. You're surprised I'm not pumping out vids and live play to boost my channel. Great opportunity. Well, we actually have more views from Baldur's Gate 3 videos in the past week than we do from all other videos combined over like the last 3 months. So I've not been pumping them out, but that's only because I'm working 50 hours a week right now, and I got the wife and kids to take care of. Summer break, so the kids aren't at school, so I'm really only getting very few hours to do this. I almost didn't stream tonight because it's like, this is a perfect opportunity to try to get out another video, but I was tired, and I'd promised everybody that I would stream tonight. So I figured we'd do this and have fun, and maybe I come up with a few good character build ideas or something from the community. Good that you're thinking about that, though, because you're definitely right, and that's why we've definitely kind of pivoted to Baldur's Gate 3. I just don't have the time to make any more than what I'm making right now in the way of videos and whatnot. Well, there you go. The mods already exist, so you just got to update them for the release build. That's why I said probably like a day, at most 2 or 3. And depending on how well received the Hexblade mods are, you know, Hexblade could be something that they give us with the DLC. There you go. Ghetto Hexblade, that's what I'm talking about. Hexblade Ghettoer right here. Well, it would have been really nice. It actually would have been really badass for me if the 72-hour head start were a real thing instead of like a misunderstood thing. Because I actually have the 3 days before Baldur's Gate 3 releases off. So if we'd had a 72-hour head start, I could have made so many freaking videos. Well, I don't know how many videos I actually could have made in 72 hours, but a hell of a lot more than I could have made than I'm going to be able to make now whenever I'm working most of these 72 hours after release. I think it's mostly preset, although I will say that from what I've heard from other people who have gotten to play the release version of the game, because they suck and I'm extremely jealous of them. But anyways, from what I've heard from those people, the loot that's in the final version of the game is definitely different. I didn't actually hear any word on whether it was preset or RNG, but I would imagine it will be the same as the early access has been. It's just that they've expanded the loot pool and the items that are available. Yeah, alchemy, definitely awesome. I'm excited for that. Crafting in these games is always hella fun. I always enjoy it. I don't know if everybody else does, but I really do enjoy it. So yeah, that's going to be a good time. There you go, Ashley chiming in and confirming that all loot is preset, which makes sense since that's pretty much how it's been throughout all of early access. So there should be an expanded loot table, loot that none of us have seen before when the game releases, but you know, it should all be dropping at the same spots each time. Maybe makes it a little bit less interesting, but overall makes things much easier to plan. Oh, nice. I do like that idea. A Warlock gift might be funny because you could have a fight between your personal patron and your racial patron. I mean, I can see maybe some similarities there, yeah. I don't know, I definitely didn't play that. so I don't know. But from what you said there's some definite similarities. Can't say this much. I can confirm that a wild mage sorcerer is a hell of a lot of fun to play, or at least it has been in early access, and I would imagine that would continue into uh, the actual release of the game. It's actually really cool how much your wild magic can be involved in conversations. Like, it's not just combat, although it is involved in combat and whatnot, but you also get wild magic conversation options, which is pretty cool. Or how you can affect conversations with it is pretty cool. No, I agree with you. I mean, there are advantages to preset loot. There are advantages to random loot. Overall, preset is probably better, especially for anybody who likes to actually plan their characters and their builds and their playthroughs. I would say it's definitely better then. All right, Jamie Myong here chiming in, and that definitely sounds interesting. I'm going to put that up here for everybody to see. If you want to try an Eldritch Blast sorcery build, that's usually a Warlock thing. But anyways, an Eldritch Blast sorcery build with Agonizing Blast, you can go Warlock Sorcerer, multiclass with Warlock at level 2, and Draconic at level X for sorcery points before long rest. Does sound like some interesting interaction there. I I don't know. Whenever I play a spellcaster, I always want my spell progression to be as high as possible. So I probably would not do that personally, but definitely sounds interesting. Could be effective. I know that the warlock definitely seems to synergize really well with a lot of other classes. Um, I hadn't really thought of it so much with the um, sorcerer, but maybe that's something for me to at least consider. I'm actually going to write that down here in my notes, so maybe I can check that out for some type of build in the future. Warlock, sorcerer, multi-class. Draconic sorcerer. Well, I mean, I can tell you this, not a lefty. Random loot does not mean save scumming unless, like, it doesn't mean that for everybody. Like, I played plenty of games with random loot where I've never save scummed at all. Um, I mean, I guess if you're just looking for that, item that you have to have for your build, then I could see it. I usually don't play like that though. But anyways, it doesn't seem like that's going to be an issue here either way. And Ashley, that does sound very well rounded. Yeah, definitely need somebody to cover all your stats: high int, high wisdom, high charisma, and then of course you're gonna need, well, probably gonna need high strength. Probably need all stats pretty fairly high. Well, preset is probably better for me too with making videos, because I can just be like, hey, go here to this and get this item, get item X for this build, so that you can do whatever with it. Probably better for me as well. Never save scummed for anything in any game that I recall. Certainly not for loot. I mean, I guess I have saved scum to like try to get past a part, but not intentionally. Kind of like on stream last night. I was kind of save scumming, but not really because I was legitimately dying, but very rapidly. Oh, sorry. I guess I should get that off the screen. Well, that's good. That will be good to see loot increasing dramatically, because I remember holding on to the freaking sword you get off of that, what is it, Cambion on the ship in the prologue. Be like using that through pretty much the entirety of Act 1 or damn near it. They should be incredibly well stocked for sure. For sure. Alright, so yeah. I realize that we're just sitting here doing absolutely jack crap, which probably is not a good thing. Sorry, I've just been getting kind of lost in the conversation here. The sword is pretty damn good. I wonder if any loot tables are going to change, though, whenever the actual game releases. Like, will that sword still be there? Will all the other items we've been seeing in early access still be there? You know, or are they going to maybe just change everything around so that, you know, everybody doesn't know where everything is? I don't know. I guess we'll see. Okay, so... So I think, at least for me... Alright, tell me what y'all think about this. I think that the most interesting classes are the Warlock, mostly because of the Patron. The Sorcerer, because wild magic is just freaking awesome. You never know whenever it's going to kill you or save you or whatever. Plus, Sorcerers are totally badass and they're a lot of fun. Maybe a bit of personal bias for me there. Paladin, mostly because there's going to be an in-game unlock for a Oathbreaker Paladin, and I think that Oathbreaker Paladin sounds really awesome. Be nice to play a Paladin that's not a goody frickin' two shoes. So yeah, I'm gonna say Paladin, but only an Oathbreaker Paladin. Druid, just because Druids are really, really powerful with you getting a complete heal every time you friggin' shapeshift. That's just ridiculous. But not only that, but you can also talk to all animals. And apparently every single animal in the game is going to have something to say, so I feel like that not only is it going to be really, really powerful, but it's also going to allow you to talk to a lot of characters that you otherwise couldn't. I mean, I know that there are some other ways to talk to animals, but I do believe that Druid is can do the most animal talking. Like, I think all the other ways are limited in some manner. Anyways. Let's see, the Bard, the Sword Bard sounded really, really cool. So I'm going to include that, even though I don't much like Bards. But yeah, I'm going to include that as one of them. And then the, what was it, the Hunter Ranger? I don't know. I'm trying to give one for each here. Maybe the Hunter Ranger. And then there's like, I think, what is it? The Wild Beast, or whatever the Beast Barbarian one is. Sounds pretty cool. But anyways, my favorites, I think, are Warlock, Sorcerer, Oathbreaker Paladin, and Druid. Or at least I think those will be the most interesting ones to play for most people. I mean, I would think that there would definitely be different loot, Jamie. I don't know about different types of loot, but different specific loots. Oh, Jamie Myong. All right, coming through. Thank you, my friend, for the sub there. Definitely appreciate that. Anybody else who wants to follow Jamie's example there and give us a sub definitely helps. And I will be putting out as much Baldur's Gate 3 content as I can, which may not be as much as some of the bigger channels who do this for a living, but, you know, slowly but surely we're getting there, maybe. Anyways, yeah, thanks, Jamie. That was awesome. It's a good point, Icarus. Maybe Vengeance Paladins aren't exactly goody either. But I would say that Oathbreaker Paladins are specifically, like, baddie. How about that? Well, we don't really know what the backstory for the Dark Urge is, so it could be a Paladin or it could be anything. Oh my god, it's Bah Humbug. Wow, my friend. It's been, what, 10 months since we've seen you around these parts? Gonna highlight you here. Thanks for dropping in. Thanks for hanging out. Definitely appreciate you stopping by. Or there you go, Nathan, yeah. You become an Oathbreaker because you submit to the Dark Urge. Maybe you've been fighting off the Dark Urge for your entire life, you just can't remember it. Now that you've lost your memory, you succumb, and you break all your oaths. I like it, I like it. This is very true, Icarus, and as I pointed out in the Dark Urge hype video that hopefully all of you have seen. If not, it's not that big of a deal. I mostly just, it's not that important. Anyways, but yeah, you can choose to fight your Dark Urges the entire time, even if you're good. So that you are good. And I think that could actually be the most interesting way to play Dark Urge. It's probably not going to be the most fun way, and certainly not the way that most people play it. But it could be the most interesting. Could be. Yeah, I talked about that in that video for a couple minutes, so if you thought that was interesting, then you might enjoy the video. All right. So we do seem to have a lot of interest here around the Dark Urge and Paladins, Oathbreakers. Good ideas. Because I do plan on putting out a couple of those long backstory videos like we were doing before, whenever the channel first started. So maybe that's one I should consider, since there does seem to be some interest here with that already. Sorry to hear that you cut off the tip of your finger. That definitely sounds painful. Sorry to hear that, my friend. But yeah, the child of murder situation, I think that that's what most people are kind of saying it probably is, or thinking it probably is. And, you know, maybe that's just what it probably is, but we definitely don't know. I feel like there could be other ways, and maybe, just maybe, Larian's gonna be so awesome that what your backstory eventually ends up being as the Dark Urge is affected by the choices that you make as the Dark Urge. I might be asking a little bit much, but you know what? They've already gone so far above and beyond that I gotta think that that's at least possible after what they've already done, right? You suspect that the majority of the origin-specific content will be seen by succumbing to the Dark Urge. Really? I feel like succumbing to the Dark Urge will allow you to see the least amount of the origin-specific content. Because origin-specific content is going to be leaked to origin characters, and succumbing to the Dark Urge gives you the least number of origin characters in your party. At least eventually. I don't know. I'll say this. I do have the idea, and this... I don't know if it'll be an actual story video that I try to make or put out or whatever, or if I'll just, you know, save it for the playthrough. But the first character that I want to play, that I had an idea to play, is happy-go-lucky gnome, probably sorcerer, because that's just what I do, gnome sorcerer, right? Anyways, happy-go-lucky, absolutely loves everybody, friendliest person ever, but then, like, whenever the Dark Urge pops up, I just have to choose the most vile thing. Like, I have no ability to resist it at all. Like, just whatever the most horrible thing on there is, like, I have to do it. But then, like, as soon as the Dark Urge influence is gone, like, I'm just the happiest, nicest, most helpful freaking gnome in all the land. And here comes that urge again, and I just murder, like, 3 people. Gruesomely. Anyways, yeah. That's definitely either going to be a backstory video or the first playthrough that I have going through here. Hey, what is up, Unsung? All right. We've got a celebrity in the house, people. UnsungNPC has shown up. Yeah, Unsung had a long, hard day at work, and it's just like, you know what? I didn't know what to stream tonight, and I didn't really feel like playing anything, and Baldur's Gate 3 has been on my mind like everybody's. So anyways, it was like, yeah, I'll just brainstorm some ideas for some characters, for some videos. And it was like, well, if I'm going to do that, I may as well freaking stream it. And I did not expect this many of you all to show up, but it is very, very much so appreciated. You're all awesome for being here. I'm actually kind of jealous of you, Bah Humbug. That is incredibly impressive. Wow. You've stayed away from BG. Well, you're getting some spoilers here tonight. Sorry for any spoilers that you might be hearing here tonight. But yeah. Fortunately, I am very happy, at least now, that Larian kept the early access content to Act 1 only. And they are adding to that Act 1 content on release. So Act 1 will be a lot bigger with a lot of content that we've all not seen. But not only that, there will still be, 75% of the game that none of us really have any idea about. So I am at least glad that they kept things kind of spoiler-free in that regard. The actual panel from Hell was a little more spoilery than I would have liked. But yeah, I do like that they've kept so much of the game hidden from us, especially given how long the game's been in early access. Yeah, it's gonna be freaking huge. Oh, nice. A knowledge cleric for unsung NPC. Nice, nice. I'm sure that's not the only thing you'll be. I think that this is a game that all of us, absolutely everybody who plays it, or at least everybody who's a significant CRPG fan who plays it, is going to have multiple playthroughs of this thing. Yeah, I mean, you hit level 5 in early access, like, hours and hours before it ends, so, yeah, I feel like level 6 before Baldur's Gate, definitely possible. See, Jamie, you're so happy that we can make a custom party rather than opening the game multiple times on a LAN server. Not exactly sure what that means. I mean, that you can just build the party and then have people join the party that you've already made. I think that's probably what you mean. That actually is very, very true, everybody. Nathan only plays with level 20 mods, and I expect on day 1 he'll be downloading a level 20 mod and playing it that way as well. So his leveling's a bit skewed from what ours is. Oh, man. So I've been switching back and forth, and I've been off the game for so long that my mouse cursor is no longer showing up on the game screen. So that's pretty freaking annoying. Anyways, yeah, because I was about to be like, well, you know, if I was going to play that wild magic sorcerer who is going to be a... Alright. We gotta go to race. And then gnome. I actually think Rock Gnome is probably well, Deep Gnome's definitely the best gnome, but for what I was trying or thinking of trying, I think Rock Gnome would probably be the best. They're supposed to have an age slider, I believe, in the final release. Unfortunately, there's not one here, so we can't really change age. You know, I love the way that all of the races looked, except for maybe the gnomes. Like, I don't know, is it just me, or do gnomes look a little too much like people who are just shorter? That's probably because of me being used to the appearance of gnomes in Pathfinder, I guess. Life cleric. I think any kind of cleric is a good idea. We had who was it that I was playing with before? Jen. And she was playing a ranged cleric in early access, and holy crap, was that so good. So good. You know, just take some decks and freaking, you know, plink at people with bows, and anytime anybody health drops, you just heal them up. If nobody needs a heal or a buff, you just freaking fire away at range where you're safe. Like, yeah, the ranged cleric, surprisingly effective. Like, she was kicking ass in that playthrough whenever we played it. Yeah. Oh, wow. So you can see the cursor, but I can't. Like, seriously, it is not on my screen. Oh, actually, you know what? If I look over to stream, I can see the cursor too. Interesting. It is not on my actual monitor, though. But yeah, looking over at the stream, right now it's on my eye. That's freaking phenomenal. Love it. Oh, I guess I can move that out of the way, huh? Okay, I see what you mean, Jamie. Yeah. Yeah. There's no telling, Ashley, but yeah, I think that most of us would probably never have experienced the Barris love scene if Larian had not shown it. I'm not a big fan of Astarion, so I'm sure I would never end up playing him. If I did play him, I probably would not have Halcyon as my romantic interest. Succubus sex interactions? Who knows? Who knows? I mean, with 174 hours of actual cinematic cutscenes, there's no telling what we might find in here. It's gonna be freaking nuts. No! Oh, come on. Okay, I don't know. Maybe y'all are all way too into 5th edition, or maybe I'm just not enough into 5th edition or D&D, but in Pathfinder, which is where I'm used to seeing gnomes, you know, gnomes are big, giant, bushy-haired, bushy-eyebrowed, purple-skinned or green-skinned, or, you know, they have giant, huge alien eyes, and they don't look like short humans with pointy ears, or short elves with big hands, which I think those are the only two accurate descriptions for these gnomes. You know, that being said, I'm talking trash about that, but okay, no, never mind. I was gonna say maybe they have some crazy colors for skin here that I just haven't noticed or don't remember, but no, they're all normal skin color tones. I'll be getting a mod for that. That's what I need. Racial or heritage skin color tone differences mod, whatever. You know what I mean. Yeah, Jamie, I'll say this. I've never liked monks in any game. I've never liked the thought of monks. I've never liked... Like, the only monk that I've ever liked in my entire life was Moroku from Inuyasha. That's it. But anyways, yeah. Not in any tabletop game or anything else, but the way that they showed it, and then the way that I've heard some others like Wolfheart SPS describe the actually getting to play it, and then the way that they showed it on the panel from hell, like, I think that there's a non-zero chance that I could actually play a monk at some point. Hey, what is up, Igor? Unsung, never mind, there's Unsung. I'm way too far behind in the chat. Even whenever I don't play, look how far I fall behind in the chat. Ah, okay, thank you, Ashley. I guess I don't need a mod for it after all. Alright, you just made my gnome playthrough so much better. So much better. You are awesome, girl. Gotta defer with you there, Unsung. I mean, I'm not super well versed in D&D, so maybe they've always had normal skin colors there. But definitely not in Pathfinder. Like, whenever you go and you read, like, the first edition books and descriptions and stuff for them, and whenever you go online and you look up art for them, like, I think Jubilost is the only normal skin-colored gnome that I've ever seen. Certainly that I'm recalling. But yeah, they're definitely not described as having regular skin tone colors in Pathfinder, and certainly not normal human or elven looking eyes or any of that. Oh, and there's Igor, a little late behind Ashley. Nice try, Igor. But Ashley beat you to that there on the all skin colors box. Well, there you go. It seems that Larian Studio has made Igor happy. Very, very happy. Yeah, supposedly Will is supposed to have a big time major rework for his actual, like, character personality and lines and stuff too, so seems like he may be better and more interesting to use just all the way around. Is it good for me as a streamer that they will implement a modesty option? I mean, probably. I don't know. I haven't seen just how explicit some of these things can get. I do know that on the panel from hell they were hanging dong, but it was, you know, like far away blurry dong, which probably would have been fine. Well, I streamed it, so obviously it was fine. But yeah, the close up nudity, probably better to have a modesty option for that. Yeah, showing I don't know, if your nudity gets too, I guess, real or vivid on YouTube, like, one offense can get you shut down. So yeah, it might be a lot better that they did that. Well, I don't know where you're searching, Unsung, because I've searched them dozens of times. I even, whenever I had my gnome art made, you know, like, I was like, had like 24 images that I just pulled off of there. Also, go load up your well, I don't know about that, but go download the a PDF or something of the Pathfinder rule books and flip to the sections about gnomes and just read the long descriptions they have in there. I promise you, they're generally not normal skinned. Or just Google it. I'm sure if you Google it instead of looking for a picture, that you can find it as well. Oh, what the hell just happened? Wow, I don't know if I'm lagging or if YouTube is lagging or what, but I just had like 15 lines, maybe not 15, about 12 lines of text just all instantly appeared. Like there was nothing after Unsung said, I just did a Pathfinder gnome search and they're all white or fair skinned. And then everything below that just all appeared at exactly the same instant. That was weird. Oh yeah, there have been some people getting hit with warning strikes over BG3 already. Then yeah, modesty option definitely a good thing. Oh, there you go, Igor. That's a good point. Maybe Unsung is finding all bleached gnomes, because yes, eventually they do. Well, not all of them, but the vast majority do eventually bleach in the end. Yes. Oh, damn it, Igor, you're scoring some serious points tonight.
Holy shit.
Whoops, sorry, that was the wrong button. But yeah, definitely. Boo, 5th edition gnomes. Hooray, Pathfinder gnomes. Modesty is for cowards. Yeah, that's easy for you to say now, Unsung. Modesty is for people who don't stream on Kick. Not that you stream on Kick, but anyways. Just saying. Yeah, we talked about that a good bit earlier, Igor, but screw it. I don't have anything better to say, so first class, almost definitely I'm playing a gnomish wild magic sorcerer who shall be the kindest, gentlest, most helpful gnome in all the land, except any time that a dark urge prompt comes up, and then I'm probably going to be picking the evilest, most vile, gruesome option available for that. And then as soon as the dark urge goes away, it'll be all doughy eyes and, oh no, what happened here? Oh, sir, no, don't run away. How can I help? Can I carry that for you? No, don't run. What's wrong with everybody? It would work a lot better as a Pathfinder gnome, though. I have to see if I can get some bigger eyes out of one of these settings. You're shy? That is a lie, damn it. That is definitely a lie. You are the least shy person that I know. I mean, the first time I met you, you were so shy that you took about 3 seconds to start insulting me. That's not very shy, Igor. Not very shy. Oh yeah, Jamie, definitely. Yeah, we talked about that. We've had some discussions about that. I think last night we did, although that was a very short stream. But yeah, the a level in every class for multi-classing. Now, actually, whenever they describe it, they actually say evenly. Well, no, I guess never mind. Okay, yeah, it's a level in each class for multi-classing. 12 classes, 12 levels. But yeah, I will definitely have a playthrough for that. It'll probably be on whatever the equivalent of like a core difficulty is, because I would definitely not be okay with playing like something that was like a hard or unfair tactician or Iron Man mode or like anything like that. But bump me down 2 or 3 notches below the highest difficulty, and yeah, we'll pull out. Definitely got to get a multi-class build going for that. Yeah, probably nobody will count or will comment on weird skin colors, but I think it is really cool. It's not supposed to just be racial reactivity, though. It's supposed to be reactivity to your race and at times your classes, the stuff that you've actually done. Like, at least the way they presented it, I felt like this is going to be the most reactive game that maybe I've ever played. At least the game that most accurately represents what I've done through its reactivity that I've ever played. Maybe I'm being a little too hopeful there, but Wild Magic is awesome, Igor. It is amazing, except for except for whenever you're playing Treasure of the Midnight Isles and you're in the Undertow Islands. Yes, okay, it does suck there, but it is amazingly fun here in not Pathfinder, Baldur's Gate. Tartuccio sucked. I felt like he was the worst gnome. He kind of pissed me off. And that just made me realize something, and I'm gonna look to see if that's true or not. I seriously doubt you can summon a cow with wild magic like in BG2, but I have zero doubt that you will try to convince me of that the first day that the game launches. Absolutely zero doubt. You aren't thinking or really existing unless you're willing to risk even your own sanity in the judgment of your existence. Sounds kind of cool, I guess, but I don't think that really means anything, or at least not anything sensible. Yeah, you know better, not a lefty. Wild magic sucks whenever you set your party on fire. The first time it ever procced for me was whenever I was having to get Lae'zel down from the trap, like at the very beginning of Act 1. And anyways, decided to fight those who had captured her or trapped her, whatever. Anyways, is in a fight with Gnome and cast, I think it was Thunder Wave, and the wild magic procced, and the Thunder Wave, I think, already had me hitting like one of my own people, and then that procced, and it made just fire all the way around me, and just an AoE set everybody on fire. I think all of us died except for one. Like, I won the battle, but everybody who wasn't this freaking sorcerer died and had to use up all the resurrection scrolls that we had. but it was awesome. It was amazing. It's gonna be so much fun. Like the next 3 times the same thing happened, but one time I did have it cast haste, and I survived because of that, which was pretty cool. I would much rather make Tartuk. That would be cooler. Only slightly so, but still slightly is better. Yeah, I actually think that that's a good call, Icarus. Like, it does feel like Larian would have saved some secret crazy stuff for Wild Magic, like stuff that was not in the early access. I don't know, maybe not, but I hope they did. I freaking hope they did. It'll be all the more fun if they did. Alright, dude, your facial hair sucks. So does your regular hair. Can we get... That's getting better. Like, that's pretty good. I kind of like that. Kind of like that. Well, you'll just have to play the game multiple times, Igor, to get the all the banter. And early access has been an automatic roller, and I don't know if it was rolling a D100 or not, but yeah, there's just a chance whenever you cast a level 1 or higher spell that wild magic activates and you randomly cast something. Sometimes helpful, sometimes hurtful. In my experience is about 80% of the time hurtful. But I am hoping that they add some new crazy shit for release that we have not seen yet in early access. But yeah, it's like a behind the scenes thing. There's also dialogue and, well, options in dialogue or chances to use your wild magic towards bettering your rolls in dialogue that can make the chances of proccing wild magic from your next magic spell like greater, which is pretty cool. I like that a lot. That would be freaking awesome, Icarus. I do not expect that at all. Like, I don't think that they will, break the fourth wall like that. Guess that could be considered like the fourth wall, right? Anyways, I don't think they'll do a crossover like that. How about that? But it would be pretty interesting. Be nice if they had something like in New Vegas where you could select the wild wasteland perk and like crazy shit like that could happen then. But if you didn't select that at character creation or at some point, then it would just be like a normal playthrough. Karlak is almost curing your gay. Wow, that's not spoken like a gay man at all, but okay. All right, yeah, straight up for sure. The scene between Asterion and Halsin in the panel from Hell, that Igor said it best, and I don't remember what his exact wording was during the panel from Hell, but we all watched it here together, and I definitely remember you said it best, Igor. But yeah, it was basically like one of the most awkward yet most entertaining or stimulating scenes, or I don't know, something like that. Anyways, it was a good way to describe it. I just killed it. Sorry about that. I should have just shut up. Yeah, Thel was freaking badass. I love Thel. I don't like Asterion. He's not as, not sure if he's as bad as Gale, but he does suck pretty bad. Yeah, I actually do like that kind of beard. Actually, I think maybe the purple's a little too much. Oh, damn, the skin again. There we go. How about something like that? And then we get like a lighter purplish. That seems way darker on him than it does down here. There, yeah, like I want it to almost be like a grayish purplish. I'm down with that. I'm down with that. Oh, right, we can actually do a graying intensity. Maybe that would have been better. There we go. A little more darkly purple, but then a little bit more gray. There we go. Oh, I really wish they had the age slider. Anyways, that's not a bad gnome. The eyes are still too small. But the hair is really good. The ears look right. Sorry, I get way too particular about this stuff. I know nobody else gives a shit. Alright, so maybe we should go with the purple skin, since I don't really like any of the other skin colors, and then we can get like the kind of greenish. So I think that's actually getting pretty good. Hell yeah. Anyways, not like we can save this or actually use this, so I have no idea why I'm freaking doing this, but... Well, of course, Asterion sucks. He's a vampire. Duh! Oh, really? I had not heard that Gale had been revamped. All right, well, that will be interesting to see then, because he was a total douchebag jackass. I hope they don't change that. I hope he stays one. Yeah, I knew it about Will. I remember them saying it in the panel from Hell. I did not recall hearing that about Gale, though. Well, in the panel from Hell, they specifically said that they made major changes to Will. They did not point anybody else out. Now, maybe they had already pointed other people out before then when I had not seen or heard or something like that. But yeah, they specifically talked about the giant change, how they took the community's feedback on Will and they changed him so he should be a lot more engaging and interesting and a lot more fun to play or have in your party or blah blah, whatever they said. Something to that effect. Dual rogue shenanigans do sound like fun. I will say this. Astarion was highly effective in combat during the early access. That is for sure. Oh yeah, Lae'zel is awesome. If not for the Dark Urge, I would probably be playing a Lae'zel playthrough. It would definitely be either Lae'zel or Shadowheart. But they had to go and release Dark Urge on us, so now it's definitely going to be Dark Urge for my first playthrough. My second. And my third. Then it'll probably be either Lae'zel or Shadowheart, and then Dark Urge again. And then whichever one I didn't play the first time, Lae'zel or Shadowheart. Then maybe a couple more Dark Urges. And then we'll play the rest of the characters except for Astarion. And probably not Gale either. Although I suspect Gale could actually be interesting to play. Astarion... Actually, Astarion could actually be interesting to play too. His whole vampire sire thing that they were alluding to seemed like it could be interesting. I'll probably end up playing all of them at some point, and I'm sure we all will. Oh yeah, Igor, that's what I was saying. He's a total douchebag jackass. He's kind of like Darren from Wrath of the Righteous. Like, I freaking hated Darren, but he was still a great character. The fact that I hated him was what made him a great character. Well, I'm pretty sure I used Gale in every playthrough where I was not playing a sorcerer. I've used Gale because I like to always have a full, like, arcane caster type like that. Holy crap, we have a celebrity here. Bryan Cranston. Bryan Cranston, I can't believe it. Bryan Cranston wants to build a tiefling rogue with a flame blade and go thief and use the crossbows that do extra burning damage. Hit with offhand flame blade, hide, sneak attack, and crossbow for extra damage. Oh, I see. So you just want to win every battle without fighting it. Hey, sounds like a good freaking time, Bryan Cranston. Sorry, that was probably pretty lame, but yeah. Appreciate you being here and hanging out with us. And yeah, flame blades plus flame crossbows, hide, sneak attack. Sounds pretty effective. Especially if you combine that with Nathan's idea of using Astarion for dual rogue shenanigans. Maybe you can do something similar with him and y'all can both just knock out entire groups of enemies by doing that. I hope they have some more backgrounds, too. I don't know how likely that is. Probably not very likely, but it would be nice to get a few more backgrounds. I have no idea which one of these I would use. all seem like they suck. I don't know. Maybe Sage. Sure, why not? Maybe I should go Halfling instead. Although they really, really look like short humans, don't they? They don't even really have the bigger hands and... Okay. So yeah, I guess gnomes look like short elves and halflings look like short humans. Because holy crap, is that not the most human face you've ever seen in any game ever? Pretty sure it is. Like, I'm completely sure it is. That's even more awesome. I love that. Because I am absolutely too lazy to do that as well. It's like, yeah, collecting all this super awesome gear and then like doing this really, really convoluted, intricate series of actions in order to get this really badass result is just like too much work. I agree. Yeah, KOS, kill on sight. I think we're more likely to go to hell. I gotta say, definitely more likely to go to hell considering that we start the game there. All right, now here we go. Ashley dropping the info that we really need here, saying that her first playthrough is going to be Githyanki, either sorcerer or wizard. Hell yes, that is awesome, amazing. Sorcerers, wizards, full casters, full arcane casters. That's where it's at. Peak skin makes them look just like an elf. Yeah, I guess it does. Maybe not just, but yeah, about 95% like one to be sure. I think they get like an intelligence bonus too, don't they, Githyanki? Yeah, they do. Oh, share with me this motivation, Nathan. I mean, everybody has a motivation for what they do, and I was sure that the Mind Flayers had one, but I expected it to be a motivation that's generally accepted as bad, especially considering what they're doing. You hope that Neoseeker and Fextra Life have their fill days while you wait for your chance. I don't know why you're waiting. Just go out there and do it, Igor. No need to wait. Just go do it. First playthrough, good faction. Second playthrough, side with gobs. Third playthrough, murder hobo. Fourth playthrough for Ashu will be Dark Urge, which is basically murder hobo but with more power and fewer companions. Then I don't know what her fifth playthrough will be, but we'll have to see. Well, the entire first act is setting up you becoming a Mind Flayer, so Igor, just keep on resting and keep on not curing yourself of the tadpole inside of you, and I'd say there's a pretty damn good chance you get to become one. I don't know how well that's going to go for you, but I would bet that is totally possible. Okay, I don't know what I said that made you think I could gain 8,000 subs in a few days, but you need to clip that and send it to me, Ashley, so that I can try to capitalize on whatever great idea it was. No idea what it actually was. I was thinking that because we've talked about it before on stream a few times, and I was thinking of doing like maybe whenever the game releases, I have to check and see what time it's actually releasing, but maybe do like a 24-hour stream, because we've talked about that a couple times. Is like maybe just like stream the damn game for 24 hours. Can I get to Act 2 in 24 hours? Probably could if I skipped a bunch of stuff. Anyways, I don't know. I've been trying to think of some gimmicky type things to do like that might get us a nice little jump. Igor, I promise you, seeing me in a hot tub is the quickest way for me to go to 0 followers. Nobody wants to see that. It ain't happening. Oh, okay, I thought you were referring to something specific. But yeah, we kind of talked about that earlier. Yeah, that's pretty much why we stopped streaming the... Oh, excuse me. It's pretty much why we stopped streaming the Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader beta, because, yeah, I saw just how much hype was around this, and it's like, I gotta at least come over here. And, you know, we have gotten more views from the 2 videos we've made for this game in the past week than we have for everything else on the channel for, I already said that, like the last couple months. Going slow, take your time, discover everything, zero rushing. I don't have enough time for that. I've got to play this game through at least 1, 2, 10. I need more fingers, damn it. I don't have enough fingers for how many times I need to play this game through. Really, Igor? Really? You would think that that's all it takes, you know? Just put the latest patch notes for BG3 are insane with an exclamation point. I promise you, that's all that it takes once you have 15,000 people following you or subscribe to you, or, you know, 50,000 or 130,000, that's all it takes. Whenever you have 2,000, I promise you, it takes a lot more than that. All right. Maybe I'll do that for just a month. I'll put insane and use hyperbole in every thumbnail for a month, and we'll see. If we go to 10,000 subs, then I'll give the channel to all of you, because apparently y'all know what you're doing better than me if you are right. I think we've only got like 34,000 watching the bear video. And also, we don't make money off the bear video. Not that money's really the thing. The bigger issue with the bear video is that we've had almost as many unsubs from it as we have subs. Apparently not very many people, or apparently a lot of people are turned off by man-bear lovemaking. Go figure. Who would have thought? 174 hours is what they said in the patch notes, Jamie. But I'm pretty sure in the panel from hell they did say 176. So there's 174, 176. I guess for all practical intents and purposes, it's basically the same. Neither do I, Icarus. I do not have enough time for so many playthroughs either. That's why I've got to play like... 24 hours straight and skip everything to try to get to Act 2 as quickly as possible, because I don't either. Oh my god, Matsy's here. What's up, Matsy? We've been chilling and talking and having a grand old time. Like, I can't believe so many of you have just shown up and stayed here for so long whenever I've done jack shit. We're just looking at a character creation screen, and I'm not even moving it around or doing much with it. And holy crap, dude. Mel Gets Yankee looked terrible. I've never actually selected one before, or looked at one. That is absolutely horrible. Feel sorry for the ladies over there. Hey, Malfus, what's up? You showed up, too. Nice to have you. I guess I should take a moment to go ahead and thank our Patreon Senior Council's member supporters, Lich Lord Sam H and poopSMASH. Thank you guys for supporting us on Patreon at the Senior Council member level. I'd like to also thank Random, Nathan, and Simeon for supporting us at various levels on Patreon. And EvilTaco, Malfus the Swift, UnsungNPC, poopSMASH, Gregor, and Thel S for supporting us with Lorespire channel memberships. Thanks, everybody. Those channel memberships really do help. If you would like to support us too, but don't want to support us in that way, then give us a like and a sub. Free way to help us out and show a bit of support for the channel. Definitely appreciate it. Don't forget, there are links to our Discord down in the description if you want to join us there. Oh, yeah, you're gonna take your Steam Deck to the toilet with you, huh, Icarus? That's pretty creative. I don't have a Steam Deck, so I think I'm just gonna set up an extra monitor in there with like a 30-foot HDMI cable and, you know, a wireless keyboard, and I should be good to go. Well, that's awesome, Ryan. I'm glad that you're enjoying listening. I'm enjoying talking. I just didn't think that that'd be that interesting to listen to. Jamie, I think that you're going to have to play it for the rest of your life to experience the whole thing. I won't actually play this for the rest of my life, but I think there's a good chance that the, I don't know, 2,400 or so hours that I have into Wrath of the Righteous right now will be surpassed by this game. I would say there's a pretty good chance of that. Actually, there's probably not a very good chance of it. There probably is a better chance of more full playthroughs of this game, but I just don't think that I can play one game again for a year and a half like I did that one. Playing Pillars 2 and listening to us while you wait for your girlfriend to get off of work. Sounds like a grand old time. Pillars 2. A little bit sad I didn't get the chance to play that this summer, but we're going to get it in one of these days. Really? I think that the, sorry, Igor. I think that the default Gith girl with ponytails is just cute, even though she has a goblin face, is what I would say. Maybe the same's true for you. Don't sell yourself short. It's a good question. I have no idea why they are perpetually jaundiced, as you put it. I don't actually think they are. I think they're just green for some reason. I don't know. Why are elves white or peach or pink or what the hell ever color they most commonly are? You know? It's just the way it is. I don't actually have any official word on whether or not Steam Deck will run BG3. I was just trying to be funny along with him up there. That's never happening, not a lefty. It's never happening. We've discussed that many times. I can't see this becoming the new Skyrim because it's not open enough. Like, I mean, I could see it being played in its own way for years, but I feel like Skyrim was like that because it was so incredibly open. This game, while pretty fairly open, is definitely nothing like that. Also, I think that much of the allure of this game comes from the RPG and story aspects, whereas Skyrim, like, you know, even though it was an RPG with a story, like, almost none of what kept it going for more than one or two playthroughs were attributed to its story or its characters or the decision making or anything like that. So, yeah, I don't see it becoming the new Skyrim, I guess is what I'm getting at. Starfield might become the new Skyrim, at least until Elder Scrolls 6 comes out. Bah humbug, not. I don't think there are that many puzzles. At least not. I don't know, maybe there are. I mean, there's some puzzles, I guess. Not a whole lot. I don't remember any of them really being like hard puzzles. I don't know. I definitely don't think that the puzzles were on the level of like Wrath of the Righteous and all the crap they had going on there. Of course, it was only one act, so guess we'll have to see about Act 2 and 3. But Larian didn't really do that in any of its other games either, at that level anyways, so I don't expect it to be too much of a worry here. Didn't hear anything about dinosaurs. All right, we'll see you later, Igor. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for showing up, my friend. It was definitely cool getting to talk to you for a while. It's nice getting to talk to all of you for a while. We don't do this enough. It's good getting to see Unsung, too, even though he forgot to say goodbye before he left. Unsung, if you are somehow watching this later on and you hear this, very disappointed in you. Just so that you know. Yeah, the moon puzzle, that was pretty easy, though, and there are other ways to get to the Underdark. Like, that's by no means the only way to get there. The stair puzzle in the Druid Grove, I'm not remembering. I remember, like, the puzzle in the tomb. I remember some puzzle like outside. I don't know. Somewhere in Act 1, it was like outside of any area though. And then I remember the moon puzzle. Don't remember the Druid stair puzzle. Don't recall that. Unless you're talking about the statues. Those statues were pretty damn annoying. Okay, I will say that was one puzzle that did annoy me greatly. I mean, it was definitely not Illusionera annoying, but it still annoyed me. More than any of the other ones, that's for sure. Did anyone complete the Enigma at all? No. No, okay. Everybody who's ever said they completed it was just lying. The puzzle in that... Puzzle battle in the Underdark. I don't remember that either. It's been too long since I played this game, I guess. There you go. Attack the statues. There's like a way you can do it and move and I don't know. Something. I don't remember that well. But I remember it annoyed the shit out of me. I don't know how you one-shot the statues. I couldn't even attack them whenever I tried to. Maybe I didn't try to? I probably didn't try to. I want to say that I did, but it's been so long ago, and if you're one-shotting them, I probably didn't try to. Oh, okay, yeah, where you get the glaive. Yeah, I do remember that. That was hella easy, too. But yes, I do remember that. Now that you said it, Nathan. I don't know. Maybe I just don't remember any of these because all of them, it was, except for those damn statues, it was just like, you know, very incredibly simple to just bypass. Like, Orc, Rogue, Paladin. I tell you what, the Orc does sound incredibly interesting. I wish it was an option here. I really like that the Orc, I mean, hell, the Orc get, they get more dice than anybody else on a critical hit, which is freaking crazy. Like, what the fuck is that? And then not only that, but then they have a version of ferocity. I don't know. I can't remember what it's called right now. It's been too long since I played the game. Anyways, they have a version of Orc ferocity that doesn't suck. There's an actual feat for it that I forget what it's called. That is freaking terrible. But anyways, yeah. They're the orcs here definitely much better than the Pathfinder orcs, I guess is what I'm getting at. Get extra damage die whenever you get a crit, and on top of that, you get to avoid death once per rest. That's pretty goddamn amazing. Even if crits aren't godly, like, extra damage is still extra damage, you know, which is freaking nice. And then getting getting to avoid death, like, that is freaking amazing. I don't know. I think orcs, certainly for martial classes, the orcs got to be one of the best choices. I think it's going to be, anyways. Guess we'll see. Oh, they have buttons for the statues now? They did not have buttons for the statues before, I don't think, the last time that I did it. Don't remember there being buttons. Anyways, I don't know how we got stuck on Get Yankee for this long. Screwed up my perfect, awesome, beautiful, amazing gnome. Yeah. Poor. I don't... No, she's not recruitable. Not unless they're changing that for release and she's supposed to be one of the like hirelings or whatever you find. Aren't there... Damn it. I remember there being a dark elf lady there. Is it just one? I think it was just one and then the other two were... I don't know. It's been too long. Ah, there we go. That's what I like to hear. Not a lefty arguing with me. It wouldn't be a stream if not a lefty was here and didn't argue. All right, 7 extra damage is 7 extra damage, and getting to survive death, to avoid death is pretty damn awesome as well. All right. So yeah, I'm still going to say that I think that the orcs is going to be one of the best martial classes. Okay. An extra 0.35 damage per swing with any weapon doesn't mean jack, but it's not 0.35 per swing. It's an extra 7 damage on one swing. It might average out to that, but nobody gives a shit what critical damage averages out to. The point is burst, which is nice, which is fun. You know, big numbers equal good. Also, you still have the avoid death thing. Well, I think we put different values on different things, not a lefty. Also, I think that you just like to troll me. Actually, I know that. I know that for a fact. So, yeah, gotta remember that. That's interesting. I did not realize you could get her to join you if you went evil. There's gonna be so much. There's gonna be so much that none of us even see or figure out. Like, we're gonna be watching guides, guide after guide after guide. It's gonna be like, all right, I watched 30 guides on this in the last week. What the hell? I've only seen 10% of the content. What the f is going on? Oh, look, it's Internet Andy. Yes, Internet Andy, you are absolutely right. This game is looking so good. and I also cannot wait for release. So much so that I'm pretty much just chilling here and not really doing anything, just talking shop, and it's freaking awesome. Appreciate everybody who's come by and who's talking with us. But yeah, super great game. Can't wait for release. I agree with that sentiment wholeheartedly. Ah, there we go. Like I said, not a lefty trolling again. Very nice, very nice. You know, I've never followed her quest to kill the Druid's Grove. I did kill the Druid's Grove, but never because she gave me the quest for it. So I'm going to have to remember that. Seek out Mentheria's quest before killing Druid's Grove. Alright, I have to try to remember that. Don't let me forget, guys. And gals. I usually just kill them all because it's, you know, kind of the... I'm not sure if you're talking to me or... Ah, okay, yeah. I agree. Thank you, Bah Humbug, for backing me up there. Yeah, I mean, there's a difference in philosophy, okay? Again, not a lefty's a troll, so don't take what he argues as being something serious. You know, but I mean, there is a certain philosophy where it's nice to have steady, reliable damage, and you don't give a crap about burst. Like, there's a way to build that way, and there's, you know, a certain play style philosophy to that. But there's also definitely one for maxing out your crit damage and doing as much crit damage as possible, as much burst damage as possible. And that is also a viable way to play, for sure. Ooh, recruiting her in Act 2. I don't know who you talked to that's played through Act 2. I mean, I do know that a bunch of the bigger YouTubers did get to play the actual release version. So maybe one of them made it to Act 2? Or I guess possibly they could have just said it in one of the panels from Hell or something, and I'm just not aware of it. Well, you would imagine tree people weak to fire. So, you know, if you can get 40 damage off the cantrip, and then if they've got a weakness to fire, like 80 damage doesn't seem necessarily impossible, right? That right there is a very good bit of advice. Definitely. Maximize your chance to hit for more crit chance, because every single hit you make has a chance to crit. So if you land a hit every single time, even if your crit chance is low, you've got a better chance to crit than if you only land a hit half of the time, but your crit chance is high. So yeah, definitely good advice there, Ashley. Thank you. Mage Hand is actually fun. I'd never used it as a Githyanki because I doubt I'll ever play as one. Yeah, I might play as one eventually with so many playthroughs. But Mage Hand is fun though. Like, I have used it. It's useful, and yeah, knocking people off of cliffs and pressing buttons that are far away or maybe that are around traps and doing things like that with it, definitely effective. Definitely. I think Bard Paladin actually is going to be one of the most popular multi-classes because we hear people, I see in forums people talking about it, and it's been brought up here several times tonight. Andy thinks that their first run is going to be a Dark Elf Gloomstalker Ranger. Everybody loves the Gloomstalker too. All right, yeah. I think you're about the fourth person that's planning on either playing a Gloomstalker or specking into a Gloomstalker that we've had in here tonight. I don't think any of them specified using crossbows and crossbow mastery with sharpshooter though, so yeah. Ah, the Dark Hunger, and guessing you mean Dark Urge. Hell yeah, Dark Urge. Everybody's got to play a Dark Urge. Everybody's going to, for sure. It's all Larian's fault. Nobody said that it was not a lefty. It's simple common sense, though. The more often you hit, no matter what your crit chance is, the the higher your chance to crit is. Pretty simple common sense, you know. Hard to argue with that logic. It's pretty unassailable. Yeah, that's... At least with Wrath of the Righteous, that's exactly what everybody wanted to watch. How do I make my crit chance as high as possible? How do I maximize my damage? How do I maximize my spell DC? How do I maximize my AC? Whatever makes those numbers as big as possible. So yeah, something like that would probably be good. I'm going to have to get on that. Unfortunately, I do not get early access to the game. So almost certainly somebody who does have early access to the game will probably have those videos out there before. But yeah, no, it's a good idea though. It's a good idea. I'm not sure, Bah Humbug. You could be right. I mean, I would imagine that that you can crit on a non-20 hit, but now that you mention it, I don't actually recall that ever happening. I know that's not the way it is in Pathfinder 2nd edition, but I'm not super familiar with 5th edition, so maybe that is how it works. Did I ever use the Iron Flask? Don't recall that. Yeah, apparently Wolfheart FPS, Malfus did Dark Urge Shadow Monk in his early release playthrough, or not early release, but his actual release playthrough, and he was speaking pretty highly of it. Made it sound like a ton of fun. Interesting. Well, I'm going to have to go study crits in 5th edition because I definitely do not know how they work. So I'm going to go and study crits in 5th edition to see how they work, because it's obviously not the way that it works in Pathfinder 2nd edition or Pathfinder 1st edition. And And I doubt they changed it for this, so yeah, you could definitely be right there. Ah, there you go. So we can crit on some 18s and 19s. Woo! I bet there are some other classes that can do it too. Maybe not in early access, but I bet there will be. Or there will be weapons that that give you crits on an 18 or 19, or you know, something like. I'd be really surprised if the only way that you can crit is just with by rolling a 20. Like that just doesn't seem right. But I don't actually know, but it definitely does not seem right. Yeah, I don't know if there are confirmation rolls either, which is immediately what my mind went to. But like I said, I don't know 5th edition enough, so I'm going to have to go study the rules of 5th edition a little bit, at least for the hits and crits. And maybe I will just put out that video for early access and not for the actual release. Hey, thanks for coming by, Malfus the Swift. Good luck in Pillars 2. And have a good time with your girlfriend there. Oh yeah, Andy. That's why I was saying, like, I don't know. I don't know as far as that goes. I know that a lot of stuff has changed, though, for sure. I do get that. Oh yeah, I'm sure there's gonna be some crazy. Them just mentioning orange items, legendary items, got me all excited. Gave me little goose pimples on my neck. I was like, oh man, that's gonna be great. Well, there you go. That's unassailable. Improving hit chance will improve DPS. Also, I would still bet that that there's going to be some ways to crit besides just on 20s through gear or something. And there you go. If you can auto crit on your first, that's right. And it's specifically, actually remember hearing about that. I'm pretty sure it's specifically if they hit though. Like if their first attack is a hit, then it's an auto crit. So there you go. As an assassin, definitely you increase your crit chance, at least on your first attack, by 100% if you make sure that you hit. I think Assassin Orc is a great idea. I actually think that the Orc is going to be a good choice for most martial characters. And Assassin Orc with the critical, you get an entire extra sneak attack die, or not sneak attack die, critical die. I think that's pretty significant. Everybody may not agree, but you know what? Everybody has their own philosophy. Or just sneak into battle. Because I'm pretty sure if you're not seen, like, you don't have to wait in battle. Like, if you're sneaking and combat starts, like, you don't have to wait for everybody to take their turn. Like, you can just act normally out of turn-based combat and get your attack in. So, yeah. All right, go Bah Humbug. I'm cheering you on. Put Not a Lefty in his place. Oh, assassins get a poison kit. That sounds like fun. Oh, and you can use the alchemy crafting system that they have to craft some poisons. Oh, I like it. I like it. Okay, suddenly Rogue does not sound as much trash as I had thought. Who knows? I may actually play a Rogue one day. Although it's definitely going to be after a Warlock and a Wild Magic Sorcerer. And probably some others. Probably an Oathbreaker Paladin. Yeah, I will definitely play those three first. But who knows? An Assassin Rogue could be fourth. Could be fourth. It's entirely possible. Oof. Fish Critin for Smite. That's what I'm talking about. You know who'd be good at that? An Orc. Yeah, I'm interested to see how Disguise Kit and even the Disguise spell work. I always wanted to use it in the early access, but then I never actually did. I never actually did use it, even though I wanted to so many times. Of course, not a lefty, because you're always right about everything, right? That's pretty much what it always comes back to in these things. Where have you been? I've missed you so much. Oh, I don't doubt it, Ryan, yeah. Like, because, okay, here's what's up. Like, in tabletop, like, Disguise is always like one of my favorite spells, right? There's so much you can do with it in tabletop. But I don't know, in a game setting it just seems so much more limited. But like, could I steal from these people and then just disguise myself and like still walk around them? Like, is that how this is working? Or could I disguise myself and actually like walk up to a hostile enemy? Like, I don't know. I really should have tried it out. I really should have found out. Oh, I've known you for almost 2 years, not a lefty. I know just how often you are usually right. Flaming sphere? You mean the chromatic sphere is like the fire? You know, I actually was playing just like 2 days ago. And I actually used chromatic sphere for the first time. And I used it as a sorcerer. And I twin spelled the thing, right? So you can get 2 casts of it. And to my great dismay, because you can cast it twice at 2 different enemies. But anyways, to my great dismay, it has to be the same version of chromatic sphere that you cast each time. Like, you can't cast a poison sphere and a fire sphere. It's got to be 2 poisons or 2 fires. So that was a fail. A little bit sad. A little bit sad. Oh, nice, nice. Group cleric buff at level 5 that stacks with guidance for perception. I know I said this earlier. I'm just going to say it again. The cleric is so strong, especially as a freaking archer. Or at least in early access. Like, I was extremely surprised whenever we were doing our stream with Jin at just how extremely effective it was. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It's like, oh, this is going to be awesome. I'm going to poison here for 3, I think it's 3d8, 3d6, however many. Because the poison one was like the most, I think it was the most damage. And it creates it was the least damage, but it created a poison surface. So the one that's close to me, I'm going to poison it because it has fewer hit points and it'll create a poison surface. And then the other one will get poisoned whenever it runs through the surface. But I don't need to create a poison surface over there, so I'll hit that one with fire since it does more damage. And anyways, it all sounded really great in my head, and then whenever I tried it, nope, you gotta launch the same sphere twice. It isn't that big of a deal, and probably does make more sense, but was a bit of a letdown. I agree, Nathan. Like, I never got around to using it, like, but I really wish that I had, because I feel like Disguise, with how well they seem to have thought everything through, and just how actually it just came to my mind, the world is supposed to react to you, so maybe you could disguise your, like, if you're like some evil bitch and everybody hates you, you know, like, maybe you could just, like, disguise yourself so that whenever you're walking through town, you know, they're not all cursing your name. And, like, they just, like, give you normal deals on things instead of charging you, like, 40% more because they hate your guts because of how terrible of a person you are. Like, maybe it could be as simple as that, but I feel like it's definitely going to be something. Nice, nice. Ashley coming through with the knowledge once again. Saying that disguise works. I'm assuming Ashley here has tried it. Saying that Shadowheart responds differently to different disguises whenever you meet her. I've never actually used the disguise, never really even thought to a Shadowheart. I've always thought of, like, trying it in town or something, and then whenever I get to town, never actually thought to use it while there. Yeah, we're just going to walk around in our first playthrough. We're just going to walk around with the disguise on all the time, constantly. See what happens. Oh, I wonder if maybe if you do something evil while you're disguised, maybe then it doesn't affect your reputation. That would be pretty cool. I don't think that seems like it'd be too powerful, but maybe. All right, Matsy chiming in. You haven't been talking enough here, Matsy. You were playing with your brother the other day and he threw a fire arrow at the ground and blew up your acid surface. He was so pumped. Oh, yeah, that... I know there are some people who kind of hate that because they're like, oh my god, it's just like Divinity Original Sin 2. It's not Baldur's Gate 3, it's Divinity Original Sin because of the way that elements can react with each other. But no, it's freaking... Yeah. It makes total sense. And I really wish that more games would do that. And yeah, the environmental effects and the way that spells and items and abilities can interact with each other is definitely cool. No, Nathan, you see, you'll put on the mask or the makeup or, I don't know, the what the hell ever. And you'll go in and you'll kill everybody in the town. And then they'll leave and they'll be like, yeah, it was this makeup murder hobo guy. And then you'll walk out, you'll take off all the makeup and you'll walk out and you'll just look like a regular murder hobo, not a makeup murder hobo, and you're good. You're good. I don't think it lets you look like something in particular, although maybe, and there could be some dialogue options or something like that where it gives you something specific. But I think in general it just disguises... Actually, no, that would be wrong because Ashley said that that you have different disguises. So yeah, I guess you have a choice of disguises. I don't know. I'm getting pretty. All right, we're gonna go find out. Damn it! I've done nothing. I've done jack all. Let's. No. Sure, we'll be a wizard because why the hell not? We just need to cast the disguise spell, which should be here somewhere. I think, right? Do wizards not get disguise? Oh, here it is, yeah. All right, there. Let's go. We're gonna disguise ourselves. Yeah, I kind of don't want you to be a gnome right now. How about you be a human? Okay, I will say I think y'all agree, the wizard has the worst outfit. Like, sorry, I'm getting distracted here. The rogues is pretty bad too. But I think the wizards has got to be the worst, right? Maybe the paladin. The barbarians has got to be the coolest. But yeah, got to be either paladin, wizard. I think paladin or wizard. Like, actually looking at them and really thinking about it, most of them are bad. But I think the paladin and wizard, definitely the two worst. Like, you don't look like a freaking paladin, you look like a damn court jester. Anyway, sorry. I get distracted sometimes. We gotta go customize our spells again. Disguise self, sure. Let's do it. Venture forth.
Tell me.
Yeah, sure. She looks hot. We'll go with her. Oh, we got somebody new in the chat. Sorry, I was over here. CMG. What is up, CMG? How you be? Oh, look at this. CMG coming in on our side. You hear that, not a lefty? I don't know if you took your ball and went home or not, but even CMG's like half orc for the win. At least that's what I heard. Oh, wait. Escape. Yep, we can use the escape button. Yeah, I actually think that, hi, how's it going? I actually think that maybe that's something I should do, just collect a mod list and put out a quick video like, dude, you need all these mods and this is why, and be just like a quick 3-4 minute video.
Ready.
But yeah, that does sound like a good one because starting clothing freaking phenomenally terrible. I did not equip the spell, did I? Damn it, that's okay. Isn't there a way to change your spells? No. Sorry, I haven't played a wizard before. I should have went with freaking. Should have went with the class I'd played before. Maybe there's not. I would have swore that there was supposed to be a way you could change your spells outside of combat. There we go. Spell book. Ah, here we go. Here we go. Okay. Oh my god. Did it really? There we go. Okay. Now we're gonna have to rest first. Damn it. Yeah, that's fine. Well, that's annoying. I thought I'd heard something about you could swap these around outside of combat without having to prepare them, but apparently we have to rest, and there's no long rest right now. Oh my god. Yep, that annoys me. Alright, let's go. Yeah, instead of looking like a wizard, we look like, I don't know, we look like an underwear model or Farrah Fawcett in her caveman attire, cavewoman attire, I guess. Sure, alright. Why not? Okay, I'm sorry, I can't do it. I can't do it. As terrible as that looks, I can't be running around in my underwear. I guess I'm shy or something, I don't know. I don't need any of that. I just need the jump button. No, not dash, jump. Oh, wait. There's a way I can reset the spells? Hit the blue pillar. Is that in my... Where's that at? Is that in my spell book? Okay, yeah, I don't know what the blue pillar is. I feel like I'm terrible at this since I cannot figure it out. That's probably just because I am. But yeah, I definitely don't see. Is this it? Okay. Okay, I figured it out. Sorry, we people who are very slow get very excited when we do something that you all are able to do immediately.
You will we will.
Oh, the hell! I'm not worried about a health pillar. That's fine. I didn't realize that actually reset your slots. Good to know. Weak. I really should have turned these off. Nice, that's one down. Alright, thanks, Bah Humbug. Hope to see you around here a little more often now that you've made a return. Go get some sleep, and we will do our best to stay awesome. Shouldn't be too hard. Shouldn't be too hard at all. Did I just... Yeah, that's annoying. I think I shot whatever that was behind him. So yeah, pretty annoying. Nice. Good hit. All right, easy peasy.
You proved surprisingly adequate in battle. Now, to the house.
Gotta remember, it's Alt, not Tab, to loot around here. These be Larian lands, not owl cats. Now I'm to the kind of semi-cutscenes that I can get past with the space bar.
The mind flick.
Hooray! What the hell? Are these new? I do not remember. Oh, okay, never mind. Those are cannons. I thought they were like giant snail monsters or something. Like, what the fuck is this? So you finally went and got your 5th edition PHB something book, I guess. When you opened it up, paper fell out. It was an Amazon gift card that you got for Christmas. Congratulations. Nice, nice. I did not realize that renewed spells, so thank you for letting me know that. We gotta definitely start putting out some tip videos, and that's gonna be one of the tips. 'Cause, yeah, I did not realize that. Okay, up here, I guess we can disguise now. We may as well. Okay, so looking at disguises. All right, so you can disguise yourself as any gender from any race. Yes, is that what I'm seeing here? So yeah, you pick a gender, you pick a race, and that's what you look like.
Mutatis mutandis.
Nice. All right, we're gonna definitely use disguise a lot more, all the time.
The man isn't dead.
Yeah, whatever. All right, come on, kill the guy. Ah, damn it, we didn't kill him. All right, Jamie, thank you, my friend, and thank you for the sub. Hope to see you around here in the near future. Have a good night. Have a good night. We probably won't be going too much longer anyways. I just want to see what Shadowheart has to tell us here whenever we meet her for the first time. Damn, really? I don't have... Damn, I didn't get any good abilities. Fine, whatever.
Victory awaits.
Have to keep going. Seems simple enough. Needs a key.
Oh, where's the damn... And you know what? We don't actually need a key because we're
The
smart.
console appears. Door mechanisms are completely nothing. The console remains.
Never mind, we're not smart.
And that
Fine,
socket
let's
must
go.
power this thing.
Die. I don't like you.
Nothing important is ever easy.
Nice.
Swift as my feet can carry me.
Needed that 8 XP.
How many hosts of this gay infected?
Really? They all wear different underwear? How do you know they all wear different underwear? How the hell would you know that? Okay, yeah. That is much better looking underwear than the human underwear. I can't actually spin it, but yeah. All right. So we'll go with the leotard underwear. Let's do it. Okay, no, I'm sorry. I still can't do it. I still can't do it.
To get out of here before it's our turn. Might fit that chest.
Oh, wow. Guess wear bondage-style underwear. Alright, apparently Ashley here is an underwear connoisseur. You know, it's just fine. I'm not judging. You know, everybody, each their own and all that. Bondage-style underwear does sound interesting.
You! Get me out of this damn thing! We have no time for stragglers.
Oh, this is what I was expecting from that. There we go. We'll roll 7. No fucking way. Really? Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Wow. Alright. An underwear party, no armor. Now, did you use a mod for that? Or were you just like, you know what? I love the look of all this underwear so freaking much that I'm just gonna take the hit to AC and we're going all underwear, baby. Alright, we're gonna be fresh all the time.
Warding ruins.
Are you satisfied? Hurry! Please!
Okay, I could see my cursor earlier. Now I cannot see my cursor again. Like, what the hell?
The console appears dormant. The console, but what is its purpose? Will it free the captive or transform her like that other unfortunate?
Dude, I freaking love the dice rolls, and I know I've said that like 300 times during our streams. But the way they roll the dice here and the way that they determine, you know, whether or not you pass a skill check is bar none, by far. Like, no other game even comes close to it. You know, it's just, it's amazing. It's cool. It's fun. It's intuitive. It's cinematic. It's just really good. I cannot click the freaking dice to... Damn it. Okay. Wow, really? There. All underwear. All right. You were just like, man, this underwear is so hot. I gotta do it. I don't need no AC. Got it. I'm down with that. I get it.
The pulsing
No problem whatsoever.
lines of the device make it seem more like this device is different from the one that caused the other captive to transform. Suddenly, you feel a hideous squirming in your head. A parasite. Then discomfort fades, and another sensation washes over you. Connection. Authority.
This, I think, is also really cool. Anytime that you use your, tadpole powers or illithid powers or whatever you want to call them, the difficulty class is always 0. Like, you cannot fail a roll. And I think that that's really awesome. Like, how powerful is that shit?
Process your command.
Becoming an illithid is... That's gonna be a good time.
Across your mind.
Alright, let's see what unique things she might have to say.
I thought that damn thing was going to be my coffin. Thank you.
Your mind lurches into her thoughts. Her gratitude is mixed with wariness, because you have a gith with you.
You keep dangerous company. I did. It must be because of those parasites they put in us. They'll have to wait. I need to get off this ship alive first. Let me come with you.
No, another mod that I saw
and watch each other's
that I would
backs along the way.
like to maybe add to that list is there's a mod that just changes Shadowheart's hair, which Shadowheart, a really well-built character. She's very pretty and all that, but I don't like the hairstyle, so I might have to include that other mod in the
Shadowheart.
list as well.
One moment.
What's that?
It's nothing. Trust me.
Enough of this chatter. We need to get to the helm. Now.
She's right.
Okay, I don't think we actually got anything different there like I was expecting or hoping.
This might unlock those controls next to the pod.
Oh, nice! I did not realize that. Maybe
More
not.
for me?
Okay, never mind. Guess I just got lucky. Alright. A fantasy sexy clothing okay. That's getting to be a little bit too much. I don't know. I'm not into all that like yeah, you have this fantasy sexy clothing, like look, it's chainmail, but it's see-through, or you know, it's layered so that the it doesn't make sense. Like if it looks like it would actually protect you, then okay, cool. But none of the sexy mods, clothing, armor stuff ever actually looks like that. It's like, okay, this just looks like it's some like 15-year-old's fantasy or something. At least all the ones that I've seen have always been like that. Which I guess is why they call it fantasy sexy clothing mod, huh? Well, yeah, it's a fantasy. It's right there in the frickin' name, dumbass. Alright, I get it.
We're nearing the
Anyways.
helm. Once inside, do as I say. Who put you, Kenyan?
I think we are going to go ahead and end the stream here. I'm not actually sure how long we've been streaming. I did have a really good time, though. It was a lot more fun than me getting killed 10 times in an hour like on last night's stream. I really, really appreciate everybody showing up, being so talkative, hanging out. Wow, I'm actually looking at it, and we have the most likes that we've ever gotten ever in a live stream right now. I don't think we had the most views, although I wasn't watching the view counter the whole time. Actually, no, that's not true. I do remember for Treasure of the Midnight Isles, we did break 30 one time. Still, it's the most that we've had in like a year. So anyways, very good point, Ashley. I guess. No. Let me address what Ashley just had to say. Why not on wizards and sorcerers and characters that have no AC clothing, anyways? I've got no retort for that. Hell yeah, sexy wizard, sorcerer clothing all the way, baby. But probably not for anybody else. But yeah, why not for them? Why not for rogues too? Like Catwoman wore leather, right? They can have a nice little Catwoman, Catman costume, whatever. Be all sexy, leathery, spandexy. Sure, why not? I'm all for it. Anyways, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and go. I got to work tomorrow, and I've been up for forever. But you guys all kick ass. Thank you for showing up and hanging out. And as crappy as last night was, y'all made tonight freaking amazing. We will definitely do this again sometime. Next Friday and Saturday. We will do this again or something similar to it next Friday, next Saturday. This was hella fun. Can't wait for Baldur's Gate 3. Be sure you like, subscribe, and be on the lookout for more videos. I'm going to do my best to do as Ashley suggested and just start putting out videos. Kind of hard when you work so much, but I'm going to do my best here. So thanks, everybody. Definitely appreciate y'all. This has been Chris with Lorespire. Be well, my friends.